So welcome back to the Oman Cricket Academy. We're here in the Al Emirat Cricket Grounds. Oval 1, you can actually just see in the background there, still action concluding. A little bit behind us, the Hong Kong-Qatar game. That is the fourth match of the tournament, the second game today in the afternoon in Group A, and a really good finish for Hong Kong. They've driven up to 183 for 6 with still an over remaining, so they'll be thinking of maybe getting to 200. That could well be more than enough for Qatar, but here on pitch 1, the umpires are already out there, and here come the players. That's the batting and bowling cards, but here's the action that's all set to go. We see Malaysia with 143 on the board, and Kushal Bertel and Asif Sheikh, the regular opening pairing in both white ball formats for Nepal, will be looking to make light work of this. Andrew Leonard here alongside Mikhail Vaswamy. Mikhail, great to have you with me again, mate. Definitely advantage to Nepal at the halfway stage. Malaysia are going to have to do something pretty special with the ball here.
Oh yes, you've just summed it up beautifully, Lenny. Thank you for the introduction as well. Perfect setting here for Nepal to take their time and just go about their business. Bertel has been in good nick. Asif, this is a tried and tested combination for Nepal. They'll have to bat without much pressure. 143 in 20. Kushal Bertel. Once he gets going, he's quite a sight to watch. Can be very audacious, at the same time very fearless with his hitting. He has his own style of play. And then Asif Sheikh, the more conventional batter. Two very fine players for Nepal. They bat deep as well, Lenny.
Yeah, the Butwell boss, Kushal Bertel, he plays very differently to this man, Mohammad Asif Sheikh. A gorgeous player to watch, so pleasing to the eye. Definitely will usually be Bertel that will take the aggressive options at the top. Career strike rate over 130. And he'll have to face up to some left arm seam to start with Rizwan Haider. Suspect it will be left arm spin at the other end in the brother of the captain, Pawandeep Singh, who usually gets things going with spin to start with. That's the setting here, and plenty of Nepal fans you can see in the second tier of the media centre where we are. We're just above, or maybe beneath that red sign there, aren't we? Directly behind bowler's arms. Umpire from the UAE, Shiju Sham, says time to play for the second innings. 144 the target for Nepal. Can the reigning champions get underway in some style? They'll be looking to hunt this total down. Here we go. Look at that. That's swung in a long way, isn't it? Haven't seen much movement in the morning. It's now come delayed in the afternoon.
Now, interestingly, everything is in favour of the bowling side. It's windy, breezy, it's overcast conditions. And you just get the impression that Rizwan Haider, coming at an angle to the right-handed batter, just get that ball to move a bit and the batters to dance a bit as well. It's going to be a little bit of a testing phase for both the openers.
I think it's a good point you make about the wind, actually, Mikhail, because that's where the wind is going. There's no breeze this morning at all. It's just started to whip up. Maybe winds have changed, so he's going to get it to naturally shape back in. Just wonder why he's coming round the wicket. You often think of the strength of left-arm seamers with the new ball. It's over the wicket to the right-handers.
Yes, that's one good ploy most left-arm seamers would employ. Just bowl over the wicket, get that ball to leave the right-handed batter, and suddenly get one in. Coming around, it's always going to come into the right-handed batter unless it holds its line.
Not too sure what the hold-up is here, but umpire none too pleased. We're well ahead of the other game. The other game is still in the first innings, would you believe? Hong Kong looking to add some late runs. There are good bowling options for Malaysia. Both the left-arm spinners, the two Singh brothers, we'll probably see them. Mohammad Amir Azim bowls left-arm spin as well. It's a friendly full toss to allow Asif Sheikh to get off the mark.
Both the batters off the mark with a single. Nepal are in no hurry whatsoever to get to 143. They have enough time and cushion. The pressure is on the bowling side.
There's also more left arm options because Mohammed Wafiq is a really good bowler. We'll see him later on as well. Rare enough you'll see 4 southpaws bowling together. Bertel has to run around Rizwan a little bit but safely gets home. Do you expect them to attack here in the power play, Mikhail?
Yeah, I don't think Nepal should change their approach irrespective of what the target is. They have to play their style of cricket. I mean, at one side you have class and Asif Sheikh, on the other side you have carnage of Burtel. I guess they need to just complement each other and play that brand of cricket. So far it's been a quiet start. Rizwan Haider has kept things tight. Another single towards square leg.
Yeah, definite shape back in, isn't there, for Rizwan? It's not particularly quick. I'm going to get some bonus runs here. 2 free overthrows, so it'll be 3 to the total. Rizwan doesn't look too pleased. We've seen, well, I have to say, from all 4 sides we've seen here in Ground 1, we've seen some average fielding performances thus far.
I was just coming to that, Andrew. I was just thinking about Nepal and realized something in the day rather. Because Malaysia are putting up a little bit of mediocrity in the field. And look at that. Lazy, casual. May have just ricocheted off the stumps as well. So you really can't blame the fielders. They were all in line. Extra 2 runs here.
Well, that definitely completes the set, doesn't it? We've seen dots, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s and 6s. It's a 7-run first over. 7 for none. So we'll be spin to get things underway from the media centre end of the ground. We'll see a left arm spin of Pawandeep Singh. Sometimes Mikhail, he'll bowl his 4 straight through. Won't attempt to turn a single ball here. Everything will be forcing back in, similar to the first over we saw, albeit at a different pace. As the wind is just swirling about a touch now. Doesn't turn the ball much, but he's very accurate.
Oh yes, most left-arm orthodox spinners in the T20 format depend a lot on the length and the pace in the air. The flight, not much of turn these days. Nicely worked away towards the mid-on region. In fact, there's long on in place, they'll get a single. I've liked the approach of Nepal batters. They are aware that this total isn't too steep. So minimum risk, maximum runs. Keep it very sensible and simple.
Got a great record, Pawandeep Singh. Career economy rate under 6. Really good number to be at even in modern ODI cricket, let alone T20 cricket. And he almost always bowls 3 on the bounce in the power play unless something goes wrong. And you watch that there. They're really in-swingers, aren't they? Arm balls, bowled at a variety of pace. Good skills.
And he's a tall bowler as well, so that comes from a height on most occasions. Shot and wide, put away. That's a fine hit. That was asking to be punished. And Asif will not miss out on it. First 4 for Nepal.
Well, the Nepal fans are going to cheer every single boundary to the rafters. They're loving their day out. It's a Friday afternoon. We've got a really healthy crowd in, loving every second. Short, wide, carved away. Bit too easy for Asif Sheikh, wasn't it? And even though there's 5 in the ring in the offside, picks the gap. Oh, nearly an action replay. Again, short and wide. Again, not a great delivery. Easily could have been 4 more. take the single this time. You just wonder, will Nepal be thinking about getting going towards the end of this power play? It's been a cautious enough start, just 12 runs from the first two, 12 for none. Into the third over, Rizwan will continue. Still looks a good surface to me, Mikhail. Certainly you'd expect Nepal to hunt this total down.
Oh yes, ideally this is very good conditions for batting still. Sometimes what happens when the total is low, it just about calms the chasing side as well in their approach. And that's why I feel both these batters should just continue with their style of play. Rizwan has looked good.
He's trying to use that angle, isn't he? Just cramp up Kushal Bertel for room, who loves any width. Not quite seeing it out of the middle just yet. Malaysia up about. Get a wicket or two to go with this. They might just get into the contest. That's the angle there. I think everything just forcing the ball into the pads of Bertel. That's where he's got his protection as well. Long on, deep backward square out. Content just to work it around for the moment. Cautious start from Kushal Bertel.
Rather more sedate start for Nepal. 13 in the third. Ideally, they believe in just about going all guns blazing early on. By far, this is the quietest power play so far. Rizwan Haider has got the ball to come in sharply.
Yeah, they're happy to run singles. Good diving stop from probably Malaysia's strongest fielder, the youngster Amir Azim. I'd like to see him given a good chance with the ball today. Often under bowled by Malaysia.
We're at the Oman Cricket Academy. It's day one. Match one for the Pool A group.
Inside edge, squirts away. Going to be a challenge for the fielder in the deep to cut it off, but he will do enough. Sharva Muniandi keeps it to a couple. Every run being cheered. You can sense the Nepal fans here who've come in good numbers. Just want to see some boundaries, don't they?
That had an even more loud cheer because the ball was just about coming towards their side of the section. They're getting an inside edge. Wafiq with the chase, but it was Muniandi who just ran around it and put in the slide to keep it to 2. Very, very athletic there, Muniandi. Quite a versatile cricketer.
Slower ball this time. I think it's the off cutter. Mix up. Could be a chance, but he gets back. Well, the throw, it wasn't good enough, was it? He's got to let it go there. Surely a real opportunity to run Kushal Bertel out. Instead, he's just kind of tried to lob it into the keeper, and as a consequence, the throw is too high and too slow.
Oh yes, it was a yes and a no situation for him. He was stranded in mid-pitch, but look at that throw. Had that been over the stumps, it was curtains to Bertel. Even a one-bounce throw would have come in very handy. They know it. Bertel survives. Anxious moments here for the Nepal fans as well. 3 gone, it's 16 for no loss.
Pound deep into a second, and Nepal are just almost feel like they're operating with the handbrake on right now. They need to get moving. Current run rate just 5 and over. Need about 7.6. That's not a concern on a good batting surface. But just the run's not flowing yet. Asif Sheikh desperately trying to get going.
Now this is where the Nepal batters will have to be careful. They can't throw it away. They have to pick their deliveries. Now this was quite a risky shot, just about making way and exposing the 3 stumps. Driven handsomely, exquisite. Sheer timing on that and pure class as well from the bat of Asif. He's so good on the eyes, so elegant when he gets going. And look at that for a cheer. They're delighted as well.
Well, much better. It was a half volley, yes, but put away with real elegance, real class. Lovely balance here from Asif Sheikh. Look at this. Early into position, picks the gap, gets 4 all the way along the ground. 0 risk in that stroke.